Larry Merchant, Aiden Simcoe with SLTV. Welcome and tell us about being a part of this evening today.
Well, I came over to support amateur boxing in the U.S. Like all of boxing in the U.S., it isn't what it used to be, but I wouldn't be doing what I do without amateur boxing, without giving young people a chance to control and make their destinies.
Speaking of you wouldn't be able to do it without it, you are like a triple threat. You did the interviews, you did the ring announcements, you did the commentating. I mean, how did you even get into that?
Well, I was a writer and an editor originally. I was a sports columnist for many years in Philadelphia, New York. And I transitioned into television at some point. And at some point, someone asked me to comment on some prize fights when I was at NBC, and I followed my nose, and one thing led to another, and I couldn't be more surprised that it wound up this way.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, you've done a phenomenal job. You've seen a lot of boxing in your time. Who's been the most memorable match that you've seen?
Well, look, the first big fight I ever covered, Yankee Stadium, 1957. Sugar Ray Robinson and Carmen Basilio. And sitting 15 or 20 feet away was Ernest Hemingway and Joe DiMaggio.
Wow.
And I knew I was in the right place.
Wow. Talk about welcome home, huh?
But, you know, Ali and Fraser 1 was the biggest event I ever covered. But there have been many great fights and fighters. And I always look forward to the next one and hope it goes into the memory bank.
Speaking, looking forward to the next great fight, is Mayweather and Pacquiao ever going to happen?
I find it hard to believe it won't, but I've been wrong for several years, so I don't know why I would be right now. Occasionally in boxing history, there have been fights everybody wanted to see that just didn't happen for one reason or another. Right. And it's conceivable this is one of them, despite the fact that it would generate unimaginable piles of money. And in fact, they make so much money for fighting opponents less threatening than they would be to each other that it almost becomes a disincentive for them to fight each other. And the longer they go on, the more likely it is that something will get in the way of the big one finally happening. But I'm an optimist, and I think it'll happen. I hope it doesn't happen later than sooner.
If you had to choose one, who would it be? Who would be the victorious one, Mayweather?
You know, I haven't really ever given serious thought to it. Mayweather would probably be the favorite to win. Great defense usually neutralizes great offense. Although, as a baseball pitcher once famously said, good pitching beats good hitting, and vice versa. Hi, I'm Larry Merchant, and you're watching on SLTV.